Hi everyone, this is Starseed Heart. This is Suge Knight. She's very affectionate tonight. I'm not sure why, but she is going to town on affection. I'm outside again. I find that being outside and reading really works for me, and I hope it works for you as well. We still have 3 planets in retrograde, which is Uranus, Neptune, and Chiron, which is actually a comet. But we're going to head into our reading. The new moon, which is effective, I believe, Thursday, but I'm not going to be available. And it's going to be in Scorpio, and we have a sun in Scorpio right now. I think we're going to have enough Scorpio energy to be able to make it through this reading just fine. So, welcome back. Thank you. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's get started. We have our Starseed cards, our Starseed theme cards. I use them as theme cards. Other people may use them as other things. It's the deck by Nari Anastasia. Yeah, Wisdom of Spiritual Growth Starseed cards. I shuffled them previously to starting this evening, and we are starting off with abundance. Abundance has been coming out quite a bit. I've seen in the past few weeks. Abundance. When your heart's intention is to serve humanity, doors of abundance naturally open. Hopefully the light is okay and you can read that. I hate it when it gets like really glary. I wonder if I can turn it down a bit. Yeah. Let's take it down a notch. That should be better. Hopefully. And it's not. I think it's worse. There we go. I just put it back to where I normally have it. Abundance. Yay for us. I can tell you that I've had quite a bit of, I don't know if y'all watched my intro videos or our first general readings, but I have quite a bit of paranormal activity, and I've had quite a few messages, intuitive messages this month. And if you are also a Scorpio and the veil is very, very thin at this point as we move into the Day of the Dead, I believe it's November the 4th. It should be November the 4th, which is the same day the moon is fully into Scorpio. Should be interesting month. All right, so we have the Ace of Swords starting off. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Look at us. The Ace of Wands. The Six of Wands. Three of Cups. So many blessings are coming at the ending of this year. And someone is really contemplating their future and how they want to move forward. Wonderful. You know, I try and be very careful with my readings and what I say as far as love and business, because of the fact that I've had quite a bit of readings, personal readings myself, and you know, we don't always interpret correctly at times, and that's why I try and keep my general readings as general as possible. And the only times I get very specific, and we have our Starseed Oracle card, which is Earth. The only times I get really specific is when I feel it, like without a doubt. There's no question. when it can be just a general community or tribe feel, I try and not get too specific, because it could honestly be something that is very generalized, and I don't want to ever interfere in someone's life path. I actually had that discussion with someone this month about, I had emailed them some suggestions. They were looking for employment, and he kind of got a little offended with me, and I was like, I wonder why. And it was because he felt like I was pushing him in a direction, and I don't like to do that with anybody. And I just let him know, I'm not interfering with your life path at all. These are just suggestions. So let's go through what we have here, and I'm actually going to mix this up a little bit tonight, just because I'm feeling that from the cards there's a bigger story here, and we may go back and reshuffle after we go over the overview here. So we received our Starseed of Oracle card, Earth, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. And I can tell you from experience and in the groups that I've been in, this card says it all. The hurt that people feel as being starseeds, indigo children, blueprinters, and seeing some of the acts that are done onto others is truly painful to us. And I think this is one of our deepest pains here, is to see that. And I think our takeaway is that we have to move forward. We have to learn from it. And believe it or not, you're so strong. The people around you feel the intensity of your feelings, and they learn from it. If people feel that being empathic is something that is a gift, it's really not. Everybody has the ability to be an empath. Everybody has the ability to build their aura, and what comes into our aura is what we feel. And if our aura is really strong and we feel intense feelings, then people consider that to be empathic. However, there's a lot of people who are empaths that don't categorize themselves as such, but they are. And everybody has the capability of being that way if they'll just, they have to want to unlock that within themselves. The next card that we received is the full moon. And we have a full moon in November. I think it's the beaver moon coming up. So maybe something is going to be happening around that time. Maybe that's the time you're going to be making a choice. And our galactic card is Andromeda, confusion. And we're going to read about these. And then I'm going to take this reading a little deeper, because it looks like here we have quite a few people. And I don't mind talking about this because, you know, we're coming out of a global plague pretty much. And everybody is starting to make these huge life choices in love, in business, in relationships, and not just love relationships, and friendships. It's just a tremendous amount of change that's been taking place due to what's been happening with this pandemic. And if you look at the last time this happened, we had huge changes in temperament, in what we considered to be important in life, in art, in theology. There was just so many changes. So let's talk about this full moon card first. Here, you have reached full illumination with this phase, and everything you have been working towards reaches the climax. This is where you realize that the journey is only half over. What goes up must also come down. The positive cannot survive without the negative. This is just a fact of life. The planet you grew will soon become its decay and subsequent death, and this is okay. This is all part of its purpose. Seeing and acknowledging our faults is the best thing we can do for our development. While it can hurt when we see our shortcomings, acknowledging them takes away their power. And I think that's, if you see here just how much power we have on the table at this point in time, it's kind of, we have 3 aces going on here. This is going to be a really great moment. And I don't even see it as a tower moment. I think that in this moment, whatever we're moving into, whatever we're going to experience this month, just goes back to the past couple of months when we've had our general meetings. We were talking about lesson learned. Everything that we take forward with us, if we've used it as a lesson learned, good to go. People who have decided that no, it's not a lesson learned, let's repeat it over and over again. I just don't see that in this collective, though. I don't see the hamster wheel here, and that's really exciting. I think I know what this is, and we're going to read about it a little bit about this card. This is 4, Confusion, Andromeda. I can tell you that we have somebody in our collective that is really spending a lot of time in a parallel universe. And if you can see, if you can look at this card, they have found a key that works for them. And sometimes they may be a little taken back by how much they've discovered and learned. And it's very much like the Mandela effect that I see with this one individual. And this is a one-off conversation I'm having on this general reading, and I'm sorry, but I see that happening for someone. We often feel safe and secure when things stay the same. When things change, we feel a profound sense of disorientation and confusion. So reading this, it kind of brings it back to what the theory is. I think somebody in our collective, and maybe quite a few of us, are going to have some big choices to be made into this month, into the end of the year. And this reading is preparing you for how you want to present yourself. What are the things that you want to work through? What are the things that you are important to you? But also to remind you with this card right here, right, that you also have a very big sense of control over your environment. And I say control lightly. We're allowed to have our homes the way we want them. We're allowed to have our surroundings the way that comfort us. And to pull us out of our comfort zone, just stay organized is all I can say. As you make these choices, stay organized, and it'll flow so much easier if you just prepare yourself in your mind for the choices that you're about to make. And are they the ones that are best for you, best for your family, best for the people that you're making choices for? Because I feel like we have one person in particular that's not just making a choice for themselves. They're not single, and they're making a choice for their entire family. And, that's hard. I've had to do that and pull a child out of school and go here and there. And you move and you can't find everything. And so I see that coming for someone. Even though we don't have the Chariot here, I see movement here because this person is standing here looking at everything they've built. And the decision they're making is not weighing on their heart. It's just a big decision. But just know that you have the support that you need. And this is a decision here that's going to bring about abundance. Abundance. And abundance. See all that fruit hanging from the tree? And this is not going to come without hard work. I mean, there's going to be work involved in this decision, not only in moving, maybe discussing this with your family. There's going to be a lot of work around this. So just prepare yourself for the communications. I'm Two of Swords, Five of Wands. Yeah, and Justice card. I think that what I'm feeling from this is that we have, see, it's like this person's at the crossroad, right? They may be even getting multiple offers here. And it's just, and this is a decision that they're making that's a lifelong decision. This could be marriage for someone. Maybe even a few of you. But just know that what you're doing needs to be balanced. Justice doesn't just mean like in the literal, like our court system or the law. It's also the justice within yourself. So make sure whatever you do, you create balance. See her scales that she has? Justice is balance. Having balance. Just like anything that happens in the universe, and we acknowledge and thank the universe for this reading always, 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 that just how people say, if you put the energy out there, it'll come back. Or if you, how can I say this, some aspects of karma will come back to you. Some of it, if you send it with love and understanding and knowledge, it becomes a different energy. And just know that energy is nor good nor bad unless you name it to be so, right? Energy is energy. And you can turn negative energy into positive energy in a split second if you just really practice that. It's probably been one of the best things that I learned. And too bad I learned it later on in life, to turn negative energy that was posed at me into positive energy. So I just want you to remember this as you move through with this decision of where your family, and it may be happening around the new moon, which is at the end of November. Maybe you're going to get the offer then. Maybe you're going to make the offer then. Maybe you're going to take your first step then. King of Cups. Yeah, you're going to be sitting like the King of Cups. Prince of Swords. Mutable air. And the Nine of Cups. Andromeda. So we have Andromeda again. So we have multiple stories going on here. One on a very 3D plane, and one that's going on in a 5D, maybe even more than 5D, where this person is going through and they are working with parallel universe, which is fantastic. I love it. Time travel is real. Planar travel happens nightly with me, especially in my dreams. King of Cups, where you're sitting. And it's so crazy because people walk into my dream world every single day. I can't even tell you the things that I've experienced. Places that I've been that it's not even this time frame. They're not, and it's distinctively, and it's not something that's even out of a movie. Trust me, it was very interesting. I think we have another flyer that's in the community. I know I have one or two that are in my private readings, but I don't advertise this channel to my, I believe that everything will find its way. If it's something that they're ready to watch, they'll find me. And they'll find these videos when it's time. So yeah, we have We have some really great things going on here, and amazing. Thank you, Starseeds. Thank you so much. Thank you, Blueprinters. Thank you for watching. Whenever you do watch, great experiences coming up through the end of 2021. I'm excited that this reading is done on November the 1st, 2021. I am having some computer difficulties, internet difficulties out here in the middle of nowhere. But hopefully I'll get it uploaded this evening, at least this one general reading. Thank you for joining me. Please like, subscribe. Don't forget you have the opportunity of emailing me at starseedheart@gmail.com. I will help you pull up your natal chart. It is free to pull up your natal chart. Please don't go out and purchase your natal chart in order to get a reading from me. It's very simple to do, and it should be the first step before, in my opinion, before even getting a personal reading, is really understanding where your chart is and where you are. And I can show you how to do that in a split second. Have a good night, and thank you for joining me, or good morning, or whatever it may be. Have a good day. Bye.